From the Visa Spotlight Studio at the Toronto International Film Festival, it's Red Carpet Diary. There's no doubt that we find vampire stories compelling, and it can't be easy to put a new and stylish twist on the genre. But my next guests have done exactly that in Byzantium. Director Neil Jordan is here along with the stars Gemma Arterton and Saoirse Ronan. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Neil, I almost hesitated to call it a vampire story because
Yeah.
that automatically makes you think of fangs and, being afraid of the sunlight, and there really isn't any of that in this film, is there?
No, not at all. No. I mean, we kind of tried to reinvent it in a way and to make it. The only rule we stuck by was that they had to be invited into somebody's house, if they're somebody's home, And we got rid of the teeth, and we invented this nail that grows, and the way you get turned into a vampire in this movie. So they're not really vampires. We should find a different word. But anyway, the way you get turned into this eternal creature in this film is you go to the west of Ireland, you go into this old
Into a cave.
this amazing cave under a waterfall, and something happens to you, and you come out, and everything's red.
Well, I was going to say, it's not a traditional vampire story, but there's still plenty of blood, so I don't want fans to worry. And some of the most beautifully shot blood that I've seen, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Okay,
yeah,
thank you
absolutely.
very much. Yeah,
and I mean, there's one scene, Gemma, where you're like sort of covered and
Yeah.
bathing in it, right? Isn't there?
Yeah, when I get turned into a vampire, the waterfall turns into blood.
Yeah.
And that's just visually so brilliant.
beautiful.
So,
Those are very cold.
and we did it for real. We did turn, it was
Oh, it was-
freezing. But we turned the whole waterfall in red. It's very visually kind of exciting, this movie.
And it was interesting that you call it a gift, and that kept coming up in the film. And I really loved that because you sort of start to question whether or not, through your characters, it is a gift, and whether or not they should, pass it on, type of thing. So I really liked that that dynamic.
Well, it's a gift
there.
and a curse, isn't it? It really is. Yeah, It enables you to survive, not to die, basically, but then you're in this death.
But then you have to live with it.
Yeah,
You
and
have to
that-
live
that-
with not dying.
Well, that's why people keep coming back to vampire stories, because even at their corniest, they're about eternity and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And they're about what if you did survive time, and what would it be worth making this, if making this contract with the devil or whomever to live forever, would it even be worth it? That kind of thing. Those questions they're the stuff of drama, really, aren't they?
Well, thank you all for joining us here on Red Carpet Diary.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.